Hello there guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another brand new video. For you who don't know me or for you who is new to the channel, I'm the Mediterranean guy. I love the Philippines, I am married to a Filipina, and I'm here to tell you the truth, the good, the ugly, everything about the Philippines based on my experience. Well, to begin with, I assure every one of you that Philippines, there's a good women. There's a lot of good women in the Philippines. They make good wives. You can have good relationships. The women here are beautiful, incredible human beings. Most of them, they will go above and beyond you for no reason, just because you're their man. However, with the Philippines being a third world developing country, there's a lot of poverty. So there's tons of girls who are opportunistic, looking for a foreigner, easy target to make money off and support their family. Guys, don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. Don't be taken advantage of. Be smart. You never really know anyone until you have had a long-term personal relationship. I repeat, you never really know anyone until you have had a long-term personal relationship. So guys, my best advice for you is go for a traditional Filipina. Get to know her family first. It's very important. See how they are, because that will tell you a lot about how they are raised and what kind of Filipina do you get. Okay, today's topic is quite interesting. I can talk for days about this topic, but I'll try to sum it up as short as I can. Filipina women versus the Western women. What's the difference? The positives, the negatives, which one is better? And which one would you choose? And why? Well, I would like to begin with the West. As always, I like to begin my videos with the West and then swiftly change or turn my attention to the East, especially in the Philippines. The West has turned into a culture of gluttonous, of laziness. I repeat, the West has turned into a culture of gluttonous laziness. Most of the people, they are obese. I don't want to sound offensive. I'm just gonna give you the hard truth as it is. Most of the people are obese. They cannot control their eating habits. They go to fast food every day. They have head problems. A lot of people that I know in the West, including some of my best friends, classmates, working colleagues, they have head problems, and I'll get to it in a second. They see 2-3 different therapists for who knows what the hell is wrong with their imaginary difficulties. Sadly, this happens a lot. As I said, I have a lot of friends who do this. They see many different therapists for I don't know why, but for who knows what the hell is wrong with their imaginary difficulties. Let's go to the Philippines now. The Filipinas, they are genetically small, beautiful people. I repeat, they are genetically small, beautiful people. You pass 9s and 10s all day long. All day long. Wherever you go in the Philippines, you will see the street, the supermarket, the shopping mall, the walking street, the beach view, the seaside. You will find 9s and 10s all day long. They are gorgeous, drop-dead, beautiful women. Extremely gorgeous, drop-dead, beautiful women. And it's funny because once you try to establish some contact, you want to talk to them, you realize that the first thing most of them would say is, "Oh, I'm not pretty. I'm not pretty." And that's funny for us as a Westerner. It's funny to hear. Because if you compare that to the Western women, where the arrogance knows no boundaries, where these Western women are 250 pounds, not much to look at it. They have a shit personality. You ask them, how do you rate yourself? And they will tell you, oh, I'm a 10. And then you think like, oh yeah, of course. Confidence is a great thing, but delusion, delusion is not a good thing, right? That's how they will rate themselves. They think they are 10. They are so delusional, extremely delusional. In the contrast to the Filipinas, they are 10s. Indeed, they are 10s. But they would not say that. They don't feel they are 10. They are extremely shy, extremely beautiful, gorgeous, drop dead beautiful, pretty, skinny. Most of them are small people, skinny people. And their heart is gold. They have a gold heart. They have a gold attitude. Their mindset, they have the right mindset. They can be your girlfriend, they can be your wife, and you will have to spend the rest of your life being happy, ever after. So as I said, the Western women, they're not much to look at anyway. And still they consider themselves they are 10s. They feel like they are in control of themselves. They feel like they have great confidence. But the reality is they are just delusional. If you contrast that to the Philippines, as I said, you literally see 10s, 9 and 10s everywhere. And you ask them, how do you feel about yourself, the Filipina girl? And they will say, oh, I'm shy, I'm not attractive. But the truth is, there is millions 9s and 10s everywhere. They are model material. Like the women, literally, in the Philippines, they are model material. They have no arrogance, no bitchy personality. They don't see 5 different therapists a week for whatever imaginary things is boiling, disturbing in their heads. Because Filipinas grow with real life problem. That's the key point. They grow with real life problems. They're very poor. Extremely poor. They work their asses off. If they need to make some money and support themselves, support their family, they work their asses off. And they have work ethic, which distinguish them from the Western women. I would say none of the Western women has these qualities. The Western women don't work their asses off. They just want to work like a princess. An easy job, 9 to 5. Mostly doing nothing in the office, just playing their phone and checking their Instagram. How many likes, how many comments, got their picture, they posted. They're just passing the time in the office. They have no work ethic of whatsoever. They're just talking to each other, passing the time, chit-chatting. They have no work ethic at all. Most of them in the West. But in the Philippines, because of the real life problems and because of the poverty, they're all the opposite. And when you ask a Filipina girl, like, what did you do when you were growing up? They'll tell you, oh, I helped in the farm, or I cleaned the fish, I was helping the family store, I was doing a part-time job in the mall, I was doing that, I was doing this. Very, very easy, like random, low-paid jobs. Because that's how they're raised. They do what they have to do to support themselves, to support their family. They grow up without amenities. If you see their home, most of them, their home is very simple. It's very, very, very simple. They don't have the basic amenities. They don't grow up in this entitled, arrogant attitude that the world owes them anything. No, no, no. They don't do that. The Filipinas, they have their feet on the ground. Even though without amenities, without all the luxury that we have in the West, they don't grow up, as I said, in this entitled, arrogant attitude that the world owes them anything. The world doesn't owe them anything. They have to work their asses for it. And I would say they are the happiest people ever. The Filipinas, the Filipinos, all of them. They are the happiest people ever, living in utter poverty, unfortunately. They are thankful for what they have. Even though they live in utter poverty, they are extremely thankful for what they have. Contrast to the Western women that she's beating because, I don't know why, but you know, if you compare that to the Western women, she will be beating you because you didn't take her out on a $200 dinner. She will be beating you because you didn't take them to the finest places. You didn't wine them, you didn't dine them. You have to dress to impress and all this kind of shit. That's what Western women want. That's what Western women do. They want you to take them out on a $200 dinner. They want you to take them to the finest places and restaurants in the town. You have to wine them. You have to dine them. And of course, you have to dress to impress. You don't have to do anything of that in the Philippines. None of that matters in the Philippines. That's why we have great value here. Another point is the weirdness of the Western women. The absolute weirdness of the Western women. Guys, many times in my home country, in the Mediterranean, south of Europe, I go to my local Starbucks for a coffee shop. What can I say? It's a freak show. It's an ugly, disgusting freak show. You see women with purple hair, 10,000 tattoos or piercing, dressing like absolute garbage, with house pajamas, like a total train wreck. And then they complain that why they cannot get a date. Well, that's obvious, right? That's obvious why they cannot have a date. Because they are a total freak show. Purple hair, colorful hair. God knows what they paint their hair. 10,000 tattoos and piercing all over the body. You cannot even distinguish if she's a girl or a ladyboy or a man. They dress like absolute garbage, like with house pajamas, like a total train wreck, And then they complain, oh yeah, I cannot get a date, I'm trying hard, I cannot date a decent date. And even if they date, they complain, oh yeah, I cannot find a decent guy. Well, maybe you should look at yourself. That's why you don't get a decent guy. You should always look at yourself. So that's it for today, folks. These are the main points that I wanted to talk about. The difference between the Filipina women and the Western women. I'll choose the Filipinas all day long. All day long. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to be as honest as I could, giving you my insights, my insightfulness on this topic. Please hit like and subscribe. It helps me a lot, especially let's grow this channel together. And I'll see you next time.